Well, I'm out here gonna try to accomplish what I was gonna do this afternoon, but it was too hot. I had to wait till the sun went down so it would cool off. Otherwise, it's just way too hot. And I did check on my peppers and my basil that I planted out here in the little tower the other day, and seems to be doing okay, and the tomatoes too. The only ones that are really looking bad are those little tiny Tim dwarf tomatoes, and look how yellow they are. And they get water, but they don't like the heat. And look at the other ones, how green they are. So I don't think I'm going to plant these little these little dwarf tomatoes again. I mean, they did what they were supposed to. They had a crop of tomatoes on them, but I was hoping for a little bit more than that, you know? But look at my poor squash, even though I put the insecticide on them. And remember how pretty they looked? And look at over there in that corner. So I don't know if they're going to survive and do anything or not. And my poor zucchini, it was trying to put out more blooms. But look at this. I've got to show you this. If I can get over here with the camera. Look right down in the stem. Those squash borer things just eat out the center of that whole stalk. And this was even after I put the insecticide to it. So there was too many of those borers in there, in the stem, for that little bit of insecticide to do any good. So from now on, like I said, I'm going to put the insecticide in whenever I do transplants and hope that they'll survive then. But see, I've already got my wheelbarrow here. And let me turn this around so I can tell whether I'm showing you what I'm doing or not. And hold on just a minute because I forgot the microphone. I mean, I have tested it, so I know it will work. But let me get it hooked up. And I hope you're going to be able to hear me. Because it'll be difficult with me back over here. But I got these 2 bags of potting mix. One's potting soil and one is the above ground raised bed stuff. I hope the microphone is working right now, so if not, I'll just have to narrate the video, I guess, later. And I got to get my gloves on. Oh, I forgot to show you. Bring this over here and show it to you first, and then I'll move the camera back. But see, the other day I cut up all of those iris, the bearded iris tops, and I chopped them up, and I put them in the top of these totes for added, you know, for the, like the mulch, the green mulch leaves that you put in your compost. And I want to put the dirt on top, and that'll help break those leaves down, and that'll be plant food for my plants. It'll also help retain moisture. So hopefully the rest of this stuff will survive, and whatever I plant in here later. And I could probably use a bucket to get some of this stuff out, because it is kind of wet. Yeah, my lettuce just gave way to the heat. It was too hot for it over here. Now, I've got other places in the yard where it's halfway living, but not too good. But I'm going to put a mixture of it. I'm going to put the raised bed stuff in it, and I'm going to put some of the potting mix in each one. That's going to take the place of the natural dirt that I can't dig up right now because the ground's too hard. Ooh, that is hard. May have to just go ahead and do it with my hands. Let's see. I guess you can still see me. Not very good. I figured when I moved it way back here, you'd be able to see better. And it just a tiny bit back there. And I can go ahead and replant my squash this time of year too. I'll just have to start some more from seeds, I guess. But it has time to make before the end of the season. It is so much cooler out here right now. I probably even need more of this than the 2 bags that I bought. But this is going to help. It will definitely help. And these are just the inexpensive. They're like $6.97 a bag for each one of these bags that I bought. And these are the big bags, so you're better off to get the big bag than to get a little small one. It ends up actually being cheaper. Whew. I'm so glad that sun is down. It makes the world of difference out here. And this has enough fertilizer for probably 3 or 4 months. It's still hot out here, but I tell you what, it's probably 20 degrees cooler than it was this afternoon when I was out mowing and stuff. And you'll get some on your arms, some on your hands, and that's okay. It'll wash off. But I got a bunch of vines down in here, so I got to get it down in here between the vines. But I think it's going to make a world of difference. Just having more dirt in here with nutrients to these plants. Whew. Then I'll probably have to get more. I'm not going to have enough to put it to everything. But it'll give you an idea of what I'm doing. Putting some in the little pots and in the tote. And like I said, normally I would just dig the dirt out of the dirt, the ground, but it's too hard to dig. I mean, you can't dig it right now. So I do the next best thing I can do, and that is buy some soil by the bag. And I think the next thing I'm going to do is buy black cow manure with my next bunch of bags that I buy. Because it needs that too. As well as the compost tea. I'm not letting all my hard work go to waste. I need some back there. Yeah, and I'm just putting a couple of inches of this on there. Because I really didn't have enough dirt in these totes. Hey there, little buddy. I was wondering where you was. Yeah, I was wondering where you was. Got all these vines growing down in here. They need to grow up. But see, this is just adding like an inch to the top of these totes. And I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that'll be 7. And it took 2 bags. So you could imagine how much it would cost you if you had to fill it up from nothing. It would cost a lot of money in soil to completely, put as much dirt as I've got in these totes. Because we started out with just native stuff. Whew. Get that vine growing up there. this one growing up here. Get them up off the dirt. I'm hoping they will do a little bit better to get them up, rather than just all bunched up in the dirt. Can grow up the sunflower stalk. Now I might be able to get the dirt in the bottom of the tote. I had too many vines down in here. But it's definitely going to help. Really didn't want these moonflowers in here, but I didn't plant them. They come up from stray seeds. Whew. And I might put some in, little buddy, you're going to have to move. Starting to sweat. But at least I think I'll have enough to do these pink totes. And then I'll have to get more. Oh. Because it means a world of difference to your plants to be able to have enough dirt down in there to hold the moisture. You know, I mean, you got to have dirt in your totes that's going to hold moisture. You got to have somewhere for the roots of the plants to go. And I really didn't have enough down in there. Got grass growing in there. That's one thing that'll grow if nothing will, is grass. Don't need grass in there sucking up the moisture. I think I'm going to put this a little bit in my watermelon, because it's only a handful in there. Without stepping on the vine. But and see, I couldn't get in here with the mower to mow these wildflowers, but they're kind of acting as a cushion for some of my vines. They're kind of growing over the top of them, like that one. And this one. Whew. some of this compost tea in here and water them a little bit since I put this stuff in here. I don't want to put too much because that sun tomorrow will just cook them if I do. And one of my viewers asked me, do you ever put Miracle Grow in your plants? I said, of course. I've told all of my viewers right from the beginning, put Miracle Grow, put any kind of plant fertilizer, put fish emulsion, blood meal, worm castings, anything that you want to put in your garden and help it grow. I don't tell anybody not to. I just show them how you can build your own soil and make your compost tea, which is an added benefit to your plants. I'm hoping that cucumber will survive. Since I put up that shade to it, keeps them from getting too hot over there. Whew. You know it needs water when you water it and the tote doesn't drip out. It doesn't have any excess water. Put some in this watermelon right behind me. I got grass down here too, but all of that'll die. I'll have to fill my bucket back up. I think that was the rock for there. Whew. Afraid to wipe my eyes. But let's turn this. Whew. Oh, these are not small enough to go in the bucket. I have to use one of the yellow ones. I'm just going to get a little compost tea out of one of these other buckets behind me to water this. And see, I needed some of that dirt to go in here, but I didn't have enough. So I'm going to have to get a couple more bags and put some in this tote behind me, and I put some in my watermelon. Put some over here in my squash. Some of them I've got enough, But some of them just don't have enough dirt in them. And I don't even know if this will do any good because my poor squash plant's about gone. But if it completely dies, I'll just plant something else there. That one there died. Got one back over here I need to water. And I thought that was a tomato plant that came up. And there might be a tomato plant back there, but I think it's a tomatillo. Whew. This one seems to be doing pretty good since I put it under the shade cloth. My poor cucumbers, I don't know. I don't know about them. They're trying to give way on me. But cucumber plants do not like that extreme heat. Not at all. But I thought I had it covered enough. And see right here? Well, you can't see it. Cameras. I just can't show everything in the camera, can I? But this right here, it gets so hot. The glue does not even hold. See if we can put it to the end and wrap it around and through or something, but then it'll probably rip it. It'll rip it apart. Because I fixed it I don't know how many times already. But my squash plant is gone unless it comes back. Unless it comes back from the dead. Whew. Get a little bit out of this one. But like I said, sometimes the plant will come back from the roots. Even though the squash borer has killed the plant. So we'll see. I've had them to come back before. I don't know if it'll happen this time or not. I'm not putting too much water because I want the water to soak down in the ground or the compost tea and revitalize my plants without putting enough water in there that it's going to cause such a steam tomorrow to cook them. Oh. So, put that one back there. That's about all I can do this evening because I don't have any more potting mix. I'll just have to get a few more bags. I'll do it a little bit at a time. Unless it comes a good rain so I can dig some dirt. So, let me move this wheelbarrow back around. And I'll come back and get the camera. I mean, see how the breeze blows? And in that extreme heat, the tape gets so hot and melted on this duct tape and Gorilla tape that it just slides. It just comes open. It comes apart. You can't keep it taped. So what I've been doing is getting strings and tying them around those sections with the tape underneath. And that seems to be working. I need to do something for this section here. Let me see if I can turn this on you. Yeah, because see my pole? The ground is so hard I can't even get the pole down in the ground. I mean, it's ridiculous. So my shade cloth is not going to work. Let's turn it. My shade cloth is not going to work because I don't have nothing to fasten the pole to. I can't get the pole down in the dirt. I mean, that's crazy. I guess I can get a string and tie it over there. I think the string will go high enough that it'll allow me to walk under it. So let me go run get a string while I'm out here doing this stuff. Let me get my gloves off. Watch out. Here. I gotta go back out. I mean, this shade cloth behind me may work enough. I don't know. But you're going to see what I'm doing. I'm trying to run it over here to the top of the canopy. And I got to go get my knife or I don't have nothing to cut it with. Oh, my goodness. Cord was so strong it didn't even want to cut the stuff. Oh man. Need to put it up here so it's not going to slide. Oh, shoot. Oh, whew. That might work. If I can get it tied without it slipping now. I need a step stool. Whew. Tie it to this one. Whew. Now, I think that'll work. At least it's holding it for now. Whew. But it's bad when you can't put a hole. I mean, you know, you can't even drive a stake in the ground. It's getting dark out here, but I'm sorry, I can't help it. That'll help hold it up. But I've got to get my wheelbarrow back around there. So let me go back here and get it. So I'll be right back. Now, you don't want to put too much water in them in this heat, because if you put too much water in them, it'll have too much water in it the next day, and it'll just cook your plant. But that's one of the biggest keys to growing a garden, even in this extreme heat, is being able to, you know what, I need to put a cord around this, but I know you can't see what I'm doing, and I'm sorry. But what I'm going to do is tie a cord around this bottom section here to hold it to the stake I've got right there. That'll help support it. Where I'm from, you never needed stuff like this. I mean, where I'm from, you just plant something in the ground and it grows. It's not like Texas at all. But I'm going to get this tied and then I'll be done. Because I'm not doing any more out here. I can't see to do it. But that'll try to help hold that secure. And it will help block the sun. And I don't think you can see a thing I'm doing over here. Come on the other side, maybe. You can see something. Very little. And I'm working right here on this right this minute. Can't see to get it untied. But oh my God. Tie this together. Maybe that'll help. But then that was supposed to be with this. Y'all, I wing this stuff as I go. About the only way I can do it. Whew. But don't pull this too far over and pop it off the top. Now, that's all I can do. Let me get my knife and my gloves and the rest of my cord. What's left of it. I've used basically a whole roll of that twine. Let's go over here where the light is. I got my porch lights on. It looks like Christmas. Here, let me turn it. Looks like Christmas. And I'm over here where the AC is running.